Welcome to a Pokélink tutorial, guys. In this video, I'm just going to show you from start to finish everything you need to do to get set up. That's with the Visual Boy Advance, Desmime, and also Citra, which covers our Gen 6 and 7 games. So all of this information is valid as of 13th of September, okay? Things are subject to change and whatnot. We'll go from there, though. So the first thing you need to do is join the Pokélink Discord. Now, we see a lot of people coming in and out, which is fine. Just be aware that as of recording this video, Pokélink does not currently support auto-updating of the app. So I would remain in the Discord, have it muted by all means or whatever. We do not tag, do notifications and stuff unless there is an update. So yeah, it's in your best interest staying there, I guess. So what you need to do first, when you get into the Discord, you'll see that there's a public releases channel, which is the one essentially that you want to get most things from, or at least the app. There is a frequent asked questions channel, which probably will help you out with a lot of questions that you may have. And if you're a patron, you do get early access, which is what this channel here is for, with the cheery face. But for now, let's just go and grab Pokélink, click on that, download it, and then extract it to a folder. Now, depending on what emulator you're going to use, for what games you're going to run, you'll need to get supported versions of each emulator. So if we pop over to the app support channel, you'll see in the pinned messages, there is two links at the bottom. One for a supported version of VBA, which is VBA re-recording with Lua support, and also a version of Desmime, which is 0911 as of recording this video. And there's also two .zip files. Now, for each emulator, VBA and Desmime, you will need a set of DLLs that will replace the original ones, which you'll find in each of these folders. So let's go through that process now, shall we? Save time. I've already downloaded Pokélink, and I've got an emulators folder here with each one extracted into its own folder, okay? So let's go through it with Desmime. The process works exactly the same with VBA though, okay? So let's boot up our instance of Pokélink. So first off, you'll see a little notification here just saying that Pokélink automatically submits error reports now, which means it's a lot easier for us to fix bugs, identify them, and get a new version of the app out for you guys as soon as possible without inconveniencing you. If you don't want to opt in for this, then you can just check something in the settings later on, which basically says I don't want any reports being sent. Okay, for now. So if we go and jump in here, we can find that there is a session screen with a list of active and archived sessions. We currently don't have any sessions, so let's set one up now, shall we? Click on Add New Session. You get to this screen here, and it asks you for a session name. A session name is essentially just the name of a run. So if you're doing various Nuzlockes with different friends or solo runs, this is the reason for this. So you can automatically keep track of everything, and everything's kind of nice and locked away in a session instead of having it kind of, clutter everything up. So let's call this one Demo for Tutorial. Once you've typed something in there, you can click on the Start Session Setup button. Now at this point, you can either continue to create a session in two different ways. You can either drag a ROM, like this here, straight on to this dotted area here, like this, which in Pokélink will then automatically look at the file and detect what game it is and where it is. So if you're doing this, it probably is the best path to do, because this way Pokélink can automatically boot up your emulator with the ROM when you want to continue this session later on. Once you've confirmed everything this is correct, then click confirm. If you want to manually track the session, you can uncheck this switch here. And basically this will now be a manual session which you can just click and edit manually instead of it automatically tracking from your emulator. If you don't know where the ROM is, or you can't be asked to drag and drop, then you can actually just go and click a specific generation. Or if you're in a manual session, that same principle applies. Or if you're using Citra, you can basically go in through here and just click on a game, click on automatic party checking, and click confirm. So we've already got this in here anyway, so Gen 5, so we'll go through with this for now. So we've clicked OK. And what you're going to want to do now is going to try and look for Desmoon running in the background. So we're going to open Desmoon after copying the DLL files over from the zip folders we mentioned earlier. And we're going to want to boot our game. So once Pokelink's detected your app, the emulator, sorry, it'll give you a path to a script file. You want to copy this, go into the emulator, and follow the instructions it says. So here it says go to Tools, Lua Scripting, New Lua Script window, and paste. That's it. You're done. If it doesn't pop up green automatically, you have to open this again and just click stop and then run. You'll see that the app goes green and provides you a next button. In regards to this Lua window, for VBA and for Desmoon, this window is kind of a key. So never close it, just minimize it like this. Now we're set up here, we can click next. On this screen, it's asking you for a username and a port. Don't worry about the port, it's not important. But if when you go through this setup it doesn't work, just change the port to another number, preferably under 60,000. Don't ask why, it's just a networking thing with computers. Just trust me on this one. Your username can be whatever you like, no one else sees this apart from you. It's mostly so you can track your sessions and to look at your own team with web sources, which we'll look at later on. If you're doing a two-part, like a multiplayer collab, then you want to uncheck this. So you want to be a client, and then you'll want to type in HTTP followed by their IP address. For example, HTTP 8.8.8.8 with their port number and your username. But for now, we're going to be doing a solo session. So we'll be going this alone. Click Start Server. A little Windows Defender thing will come up saying, hey, what do you want to do? So we're going to click Allow Access. So now you'll see Pokelink's booted up. It's got a menu on the left-hand side with the version number of the app on the bottom and a set of empty slots. Now we go into our game and proceed with that. I'll skip this part now until we go and get our first Pokemon. So here we are in my bedroom. Now we want to go down to the Pokeballs and choose our first mon. This is where you'll start seeing things pop into the app. So for here, let's go with Snivy. As soon as we pick this ball up, it's going to look at it in the app and know what it is. 3, 2, 1, nowish. There we go. See now that Pokélink has identified the Pokemon, and if we go into the settings code down the bottom, we can actually detect and look at all the information that we can see. So we can see the EVs, the IVs, all the different info we've got. So we can actually hide as much or as little as we want here. So I'm going to hide everything I don't need. Now, there are other features in this app that you should be aware of. It's not just for tracking your own Pokemon. So we can also track our own badges. So for each game, we've actually manually gone and collated the different badge data for each game in the order they come in. So you can actually uncheck these as you're playing. These aren't automatic, I'm afraid. And they'll appear on your layout as we get to later on. You've also got an in-app Pokedex, which you can then go and search through, and it'll tell you all the info you need about that Pokemon, when it evolves, the different base catch rates, base happinesses, and kind of all the stuff you want to know, including what I find most helpful, because I suck at this, which is the type lineups. This is the bit you're probably interested in most in. So this is your web sources. So you might not have the information that I do here, but this drop down will be as of 0.4, so 0.40 even. If you're a patron, then it'll be anything after beta 4, or anyone that's got this. Once 0 beta 4 goes into public, then it will just be from public 0.40. On here, you can go and select what theme you'd like to use. So let's go with Let's Go Plain. And you'll see that I've got a level 5 Snivy. I can go and change this, for example, to use Let's Go with type colors. So now the type of color and the gender is on the layout too. And basically you'll want to use this link here. So this is your team. You want to paste that into a new source into OBS. Now there are different themes here. These are just default ones that we release for free for you guys. If you like a custom one, let us know, and there are various people in the Discord that can help with personal commissions. Now you can display as much or as little as you want about your Pokemon and display them in any way you like. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. If you want the badges, you've also got a link down the bottom here which says badge browser source. Again, that's another source inside OBS that you can just drop in, and as you click on the badges, they will appear in your scene. Now, another feature that the app's got, especially for Nuzlocke, is a route tracker. So we've all had those times where you forget which Pokemon you've caught on which route, and this kind of makes everything a lot easier. So you can just click either caught, Pokemon escaped, or if you killed a Pokemon on each route. It's simple, it's quick, and it's not very detailed, but that's the point, because you don't want to spend too much time doing this. If you're trying to find somewhere in particular, you can always just search for the name, and it will filter these down instantly. Now, if you only want to show the places you're missing, you can just click on this little switch here, and it will only show you places that you haven't been to yet. Now, if you wanted to reset all of these lists and only show, then reset them all to basically blank, to nothing seen, just click on reset all encounters, and then watch them magically change back to normal. Nuzlocke tours we won't get into yet, because that is a feature for patrons as of the moment, but that will be coming to everyone else shortly. I'll make a new video about that as soon as I can. The other thing we've got is settings. So here you've got the session name, which you can change right here. The moment you unfocus out of the field, so you click out of it, it will save it automatically for you. You've also got the emulator, where that is, because Pokélink detected it earlier, and also where your ROM is. The reason for this is that if we do a little save here, if we close up Desmime and then close Pokélink, you'll now see that, yeah, this is the session list. But if we click on continue now, and minimize this quickly, Pokélink will automatically boot our emulator and our ROM for us. Why? Because I'm lazy, and I don't think you guys should have to spend any more time than you have to get set up for your streams. So the same thing, I click stop, run, I load up my state, and Pokélink does all the work for you. So that's it for this video. Just wanted to remind you guys that I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The link is always in the description down below. And also, if you guys want to become patrons, we really do appreciate it. Every penny counts, and you know, kind of shows us all that you know, it means a lot to you guys too. So yeah, with that, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. In a bit.